Yeah, and but again, you get here's this is one of the plays that I think we get a really good plenum of female characters because we have the noxious boss, we have the girl that Danny really desires, but he doesn't I could have been more aggressive in pursuing her, but it probably would have pushed her away. So Danny not only shows restraint with the married gal, but also in not emotionally pushing Mo too much, even though he ends up missing out on her. He does have sex with the blonde girl. There's a couple of other girls that work there. There's the black girl. There's a funny scene with the fat girl who the the goddess girl and the blonde, sort of push off, and then the two older women. And Danny also is comfortable with the female bosses when they're giving him a review. But the character of Rose is another really well sketched character. I could imagine the character of Rose and Aunt Darla ever getting into an argument. That would be funny. And then I always had a lot of affection for the real life Bernadette, and I think that shows through in this play that there's it's not a mother son thing, but it's almost like she's an older sister, and they still stick with me, and I think the play puts a sense that Danny not only has sexual feelings for Mo, but has a deep bonds with the two older women, Rose and especially Bernadette.
I wanted to just ask you, it just came to me, but you write a lot about your rejections from girls. And the one that you've succeeded with, I know that you put Jess in the present day, but did that just not seem as dramatically palpable to you in your persistence of Jess? Or do you just not want to write it?
Jessica doesn't like writing about. She's still the other a couple of months ago. She's like, "Yeah, I don't like that Jessica Wagner, that fucking cunt," And so I try not. It's funny because who was it? Oh, Dylan Wall now goes by David Wall. Uh, when he read originally my four True Life books, he was like, "Well, why didn't you write about Jess in your romance one?" Because Dylan would have gone into that. I said, "Well, Jessica didn't want me to write about it. It's that simple, and I got to live with her." And so, but I told her that I'm definitely going to be using Jessica, your alter ego, in a play in some of these plays. Now, Jessica appears in what 7 or 8 out of almost 60 plays, so I don't overuse her. I use her in the right ways and whatnot. I also have used Megan Morrow in a few plays as she's the main character, female character in the musical that I'm writing now. And
But you're
but
saying if Jess was out of the picture, if she leaves you for some kind of hot, muscle bound guy, maybe you can use her then?
I probably wouldn't. Not.
No.
I mean, I would
So,
do.
so you
I would
don't
make
think it's
Jessica a character who's commenting with me, and you get a sense of Danny and Jess's relationship. But I would never. I don't think I would ever write about how I met Jessica or whatnot. Now, if she was dead, maybe. But as long as she's alive and objects to it, I wouldn't.
no, she's the threat.
But uh, so I mean that's it. Of the the first and the third of these plays were the most fun to write. But then again, it's always interesting to push yourself and do different things, which is like the play about the Denuda girl was a way to test itself. And getting back to what we talked about before we were recording, you have to also get out of your comfort zone. You can't just write about what's comfortable to you. As I said, the character of Denuda, I knew the least about. I knew that there was something with her mother. Her mother had died, or her mother was deathly sick, and that's why I didn't see her for the last 2 or 3 months of school. If that hadn't happened, I probably would have at least attempted to ask her out, and who knows what would have happened. Probably nothing in the long term, but who knows? So I mean, we
It's
two.
interesting that she seemed most interested in you outside, out of the four,
Yeah,
in her at least.
yeah, and that was true in real life too. And then again, you contrast that with the Mo Gonzales character in this last of the three plays, and I think that the real life Mo did like me. I think she knew that I was intelligent and that she could talk about her feelings with me, because we did. There's, I think, a couple of scenes where Danny is hugging her for some reason. She's upset about something, and he puts his arm around her, or they flat out hug when she's going away, and they want to speak, and it's one of those like kind of Hollywood cliche moments, except it's clear that Danny doesn't want to. She says she's got issues and that she'll call, and of course, just like with the Bridget O'Sullivan character who waves and says she'll see Danny, and she goes off on the bus, and Danny never sees her for 30 plus years. Same thing with the Mo Gonzales character. She says, let's keep in touch and whatnot. And I never saw her again. So Dan Schneider lost many battles in the sexual wars, but hopefully everything worked out well, I think. So.